Well, hello, everybody. How are you? Welcome to the Friday night Onward live stream and conference call. So whether you are on by phone, welcome, or whether you are watching us live. So let's get this out of the way right now. I already know I look tired, so y'all don't got to be saying that somewhere else. Oh my God, Molly looks so tired. I know. It's been a long day, okay? So I'm just going to put it out there right now. That's how it is. So y'all don't be doing that talking thing about my back. There's a few of you out there doing that, okay? There's probably a lot of you out there doing it. It's okay. Go ahead. You're talking about me leaving somebody else alone, you know? So I am following you. Hello, Autumn Lugo. She is on. Oh my gosh, Janae is on. Let me back it up here a little bit, Sue. Who else? I was just talking to some of my buddies on private message, telling them I'm not feeling this tonight. Can you imagine Molly not feeling this tonight? Not feeling doing a live stream. So, but you know what? It's about consistency, right? Right? It's about doing what you need to do, especially when you don't feel like it. So I have a feeling this live stream is going to be better than ever just because I really wasn't feeling it, you know? So make sure you're sharing this. I'm sorry, in the groups that will allow you to share it, no pun intended. Don't get yourself in any trouble, you know? So thank you for doing that. If you feel this can be a benefit to somebody, share it on your page. We need consistency in life all over the place, not just in our business. And that's a lot of what we're going to talk about, how to bring it all together, whether it be life or business, and you feel like you're always adding something into the mix and then it takes away from something else. And I'm going to give you guys some things tonight that I hope are really going to help you. Let's say hello, Wendy Howe. How are you? Hello, Andrew. Melissa. Hi, Melissa Rookert is on my team. How are you? So is Andrew. I love it when I see my team show up for this stuff. JP is on. Wilbur is on. Oh my gosh, look at all of this. So yeah, this is good. Catherine is on. Darlene Holloway is on. Rebecca Ludeman is on. The beautiful Nicole, our Canadian superstar. Nicole is on. Okay, everybody give a shout out to our Canadian sisters in Avon and brothers. I know they got to be some brothers too. Harriet's on. Hello, Miss Harriet. Kimberly Larkey is on. She is on my team also. Brand new superstar who is killing it on my team. So that's always good to see. Another one of my leaders, Adriana Carlson, is on. The one and only Captain freaking Platinum. I can't help it, Wilby. I keep putting freaking in there because it's been Lisa freaking Wilbur for me for so long, for years. And now she is the one and only Captain Platinum. Yes, part of the Formidable Four. I don't know if Teresa Paul is on here or not. I think she might be. Hello, Sarah Robinson. How are you, my friend? Bonnie. Nick. Hi, Nick. I see you on there too. And Donna. And it just keeps getting bigger and crazier. And Roger, who just tried Blue Apron. Carly, how are you, my dear? How is your handsome husband? Tell him I said hi. Who else is on here? Paulo, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. Teresa. So a lot of you have newbies who you were turning on to this call tonight. So if you are a newbie and you've never been part of the Onward Live, first of all, you may be watching this anywhere. I have this in my groups. I have this on my Onward with Molly inspiration page. I have this on my page. And you probably watch it. We're also going to turn this into a YouTube. So don't forget the hashtag, are you live or are you watching the replay? Because the replay will stay up on here. Hi, Zach. I see Zach is on here, my buddy. I don't get to see him much, but whenever I see him pop up, it's always to see. JP, hold up. I was not ready to talk about you yet. I was getting ready to give you an intro, JP. Okay, so just hold on. You always rushing me, JP. So this has become massive habit here. that now, which is kind of cool, you know, to have somebody that with this kind of stuff going on, the one and only JP. And if you are not part of his beauty business experience, you need to be. He is consistently, number one, it's turned into so much more. It started about products and introducing us about makeup, and he shows us every single Friday night after this call. You go on and you either get on his page, which he's going to put the link up. He's got a page in case you're not big on groups. You can go on his page and you can watch this. So look for him to post that. But if you're not on the beauty business experience, if you are not on Tuesdays with Teresa, if you are not part of Monday Morning Madness, if you are not part of Success with Scola with the beautiful Lisa Scola, what's wrong with you people? I mean, this is the formidable four. This is people who share all the time. And it's not just us. It's all of you who share within it. You should be turning your teams onto these groups, people who are getting it done. And let me ask you, seriously, I'm low person on the totem pole here. I mean, you know, it starts with Captain Platinum, and then we get ourselves some Scola and Teresa Paul. And then there's me, okay? I'm just a loudmouth of the group. You know, I'm just the one who I think I started this stuff, okay? But look at what you have. And then JP came on, and then the lovely Carla Lytle, who now has her page and her group, and, you know, only the serious ones. Don't be a troublemaker in Carla's group, okay? I got to tell you, she's teaching us about social media and so many other things. And I know I spend the first 15 minutes kind of turning you guys on to different groups and things that I truly believe in. But I believe in one team, one Avon. And let me be clear. I don't just say it. I practice it. Practicing it for years. We share the good. I share the good. Everybody shares the good. I have news for you. The good is very easy to share. It's the bad, the stuff that happens, the stuff that frustrates you, the stuff that you can't seem to get a hold of. That is the stuff that's the hardest for some people to share. But for me, I feel like you need to know the tough stuff, you know? I feel like you need to know when people are having you know what, when the business gets difficult, when life gets difficult, and you think, oh, well, I finally got my business on track, but now look what's going on with my life. Or sometimes they're both off the tracks, you know? And I feel like you need to know you are not alone. You are not alone in this business. And then there's some people who will allow you to come into this business, but only if you follow the way they want you to follow. That's it. You follow me, and you follow me the way I want you to follow me, or don't follow me. You know, you're gonna don't you have no rules of your own? Don't you know? You know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. You're gonna figure out in this day and age who is the real deal. Who is doing this for the spotlight, and who is doing this because they have a heart for people, and they are trying to help people who've either been where they're at, are where they're at, trying to get out of where they're at, or we know that you want to get where they're at. Sometimes I look at my life and I look at my business and I say, how in the hell could anybody want to be where I'm at? And then very quickly I take a look at where I've come from. And I think, okay, yeah, I get it. Because I know where I come from, and I know how difficult it's been. And then new struggles come up, and you think to yourself, I thought I was done with those struggles. I didn't think I was going to have to go through as many of them anymore. And the truth of the matter is, the struggles are here. Wendy, my friend Wendy, who was down in the Carolinas and was in the midst of all the hurricanes, and, you know, and everything was flooded down there, and she was sharing pictures of her home, and her yard flooded and her roads flooded. And but see, Wendy's been here, and she knew she was going to step up and stand up and get up, and she was going to have mud on her feet and between her toes. But you know what? She never once said, oh my God, I got to give up my Avon business because of this. You know, I got to give it up, you know? The struggle is real. Whether you're going through a divorce, whether your life sucks, whether you got something in your life that you just don't get. Sometimes we put ourselves in that situation and we're trying to dig ourselves out because maybe it was a bad move. And then you have to do other things in order to get you out of the hole. You know? Don't stop because the hole is deep. Be consistent and keep digging. Because if you don't, the ground underneath you is going to give out and the rain waters are going to come in and you're going to drown in your pitiful muck. And in the end, no matter how hard it gets, it's up to you, just like it's up to me, to get yourself out of the muck. Okay, so there's a couple other things I want to turn you on to before we really get started. The most important, of course, being, don't forget, follow JP. After this, go to his business page or go to the Beauty Business Experience. If Molly is not exceptionally long-winded, she will be done right around 9. And then JP starts just immediately after me. And I'll be honest, I don't get to watch JP live because I'm pretty exhausted after this call. But the first thing I do on Saturday morning is I get up and I watch my JP because I want to know. I can't believe I just said my JP like I own him or something. Jesus, take the wheel. He's like an adopted son, so maybe in a sense I do. But I get up and I watch him because he gives his critique on the stuff, and he's very honest. If he doesn't think this is great, he will say what he doesn't like, but he will also tell you what other people may like about it. So I very much respect his opinion on things like that. Also know that last week, many of you watched Tuesday with Teresa on Tuesday, of course, and Teresa was on this week. She's on the same week as me. She's on Tuesday, she's on Friday. And Lisa Wilbur has a Monday Morning Madness, of course. Now, she keeps changing her times. 1 minute it's 9, 1 minute it's 11. In the summer, she don't have to get up that early because Liddy doesn't have to get up for school. But even if you miss it and you have to work, you need to go back and watch the replay. Go to the page. They share it on all the group pages. I'm sorry, the Formidable Four group pages and a couple of other people. Get it and share it. Because even if you're like, well, you know what? I didn't get much from that one this time. But you have somebody that you all are followed by hundreds of people, thousands of people. Somebody else may need it. So when you're looking at this, don't always think about just yourself. Think about the fact that you are sharing something that could be good for somebody else, okay? I've started sharing with you guys like what I'm reading, what I'm doing inspirationally. Many of you haven't seen this, but I'm going to turn you on to it. I finished this book about a week ago, Bobby Bones. Bobby Bones. I love Bobby Bones. My husband turned me on to him. He is a radio personality, country music, matter of fact, but he loves all music. His story is absolutely amazing. And I read this book. I have his other book too. I met him. Lee took me for my birthday to go meet him, and he actually signed my book, said happy birthday to me. To see, he put 55. I turned 55. So this book, oh my gosh, I've already started reading it again. I'm highlighting it. There is so much in here that relates to life and business and how you get things done and how you must fail until you don't, because that's how you get where you want to go. And when you all see me hashtag fight, grind, repeat, that is where this comes from. Okay, so I cannot say enough about him. And JP called me if there. You may want to tune into someone else to bring up your speed. I love JP. JP is trying to make me laugh. Okay, so this is a great book, and if you're not into reading, I think this is on audio too. But is it? Yes, Lee says it's on audio too. But let me be clear. If you are not doing something that is helping you, inspiring you, and helping you be a better person, if you're not reading things, if you're not listening to podcasts, if you're not, and it's not just this person, but anybody, how in the world are you feeding your own soul? How are you feeding your business sense and how to be a better person, because we all need that. Hi, Tim Brown. I just saw Tim is on here. Hi, Hope. How are you? Hi, Debbie. Thanks for joining us. Now, my newest person, my newest hero over the last month, and I've started reading her books, is the one and only Rachel Hollis. This is what I'm currently reading. You're going to see a lot of my hashtags now, besides Fight Heat, hashtag girl wash your face. This girl, if y'all think I'm real, you need to read her book. You need to listen to her and her husband. They do a live stream on Facebook and on Instagram every single day. But she also has a podcast, and she is just, talk about till you get there. She is absolutely amazing. But girl, wash your face. Stop believing the lies about who you are, so you can become who you were meant to be. And by the way, for all you girls who truly know me and you've been in that room with me where Molly can really let her short hair down and be me, she is so like me. Okay, so you're going to love her. If you love me, you're going to love Rachel Hollis. So I'm just telling you, this is a good one. So that's the other one that I want. She's got another one coming out too, that does not come out until March. But she's, hi baby. Hey everybody, there's Lee. Lee, say hi, because you were like just on the thing. Mwah. Everybody say hi, Lee. Okay, so let's get on this consistency thing, okay? See, I'm consistently telling you all what you need to be reading, who you need to be connected to. And by the way, it's okay to get angry at us at times because you don't like what we say. If you liked everything I said, I would tell you there's a problem. Okay, there is a real problem if you like everything I say. Sometimes what I say should piss you the hell off. It should piss you off. I don't listen to her no more. I'm gonna leave her group. I don't like the fact how could she say that? How could she say just keep going? How could she say quit whining? How could she say Cupcake, it's not all about you? Because Cupcake, it's not all about you. That's how I can do it. And that sometimes is hard for me. There are many times I look in the mirror and I have to say to myself, you know what, girl, it's not all about you. It's time for you to start thinking about something else. But this is my problem. Can I be clear? Most of the time in my life, it's not that I make it about me. I am really bad about putting myself so far back on the back burner that I forget who me is. So I don't know if you can identify with that, but if you can, it's not good to be that person either. It's really, really not. Okay, so I'm telling you that the struggle is real. I'm going through some real struggles right now, and no, I'm not going to share them all with you because I'm not ready to yet. You know how that rolls. Until I'm ready, until I get a grip on it, I don't handle the struggle. But know that you're not alone if you're struggling. And the one thing that I know that I need more than anything right now is not to stop my consistency. Molly, why is consistency so important? Because consistency is what brings you the right habits. The right habits. Consistency of trying something will finally get you to the right action that works for you. On a consistent base in life, somebody will say, oh, that didn't work for me. Somebody will put an idea up in my group and they will say, oh, don't do that. Don't toss brochures in driveway. That didn't work for me. Don't do that because, oh, that's trashy. No, don't do your table like that. Don't use that color tablecloth. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't wear those earrings. They dangle too much. Hey, girl, wash your face. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on. There is always somebody telling you what not to do, what to do, that if you don't do it exactly like this, I'm sorry, when we all do something exactly the same way, you know what happens? We turn into freaking Stepford Wives. Have you seen the movie? It's scary, okay? It's scary. Stepford Wives are scurry, okay? They are. You don't want that. God did not make us all with blonde hair and blue eyes. He did not make us all skinny. Why not? Just saying. He did not make us all skinny. He did not make us all with bolstering personalities. He did not make us all one color. He did not make us all perfect. We were all made in his image, but you know what? We are all different. And when you look at the business side of things, people become successful different ways. Nobody has ever found success all doing exactly the same thing. I've been with Avon almost 15 years as a representative. And what I have found is that I have done so many things, so many ways, and have had to fine tune them so many times before I found what worked for me. Okay. And I'm going to give you some examples so you can feel what I'm saying. Okay. Because see, some people would say to me, Molly, I've tried to do events like that. So Molly, no, I've tried this. No, Molly, I have done this 40 times. Well, my question to you is, have you done it 40 times the same way? Because if you've done it 40 times the same way and you did not figure out by time number 10 or 12 or 15 or maybe even 30 that something was not exactly right about how you were doing it, you were consistently doing the same thing. And when you do the same thing, you're going to get the same result. Okay? Well, Molly, what are you saying? Do you mean that when something doesn't work, I should just quit? No, I'm not saying that. We're talking about consistency, people. Stay with me. We are not talking about quitting. We are talking about what works for you. What works for where you are. For instance, one of my biggest struggles as an Avon representative is selling fragrance. I mean, look, I look at people like, oh man, what's one of the biggest sellers of fragrance out there? Orinthia Ricketts. Oh my gosh, girlfriend sells some fragrance. How much JP sells, but I'm sure he sells a whole lot too. Here's my deal. I have never been real good for the longest time about how to turn a customer on to fragrance. I knew that above all, I needed to learn what about the fragrance that people would like. And I had to figure out what type of fragrance people were currently using so that I knew what to turn them on to or have them try, right? But let's think back to the day, and they still do this now, right? Like you walk into Macy's, or in our case, a long time ago, it was the Heck Company or Nordstrom's or any of these places that you go who have cosmetic and perfume departments. And when you go in there, they all want to take the perfume, like for instance, our new Velvet, which is, from an amazing perfume. If I were to pick one that I probably liked, this would probably be the one. And I'm not a big fan of a lot of Avon fragrances, but you know what's really funny about that? I may not be a real big fan of Avon fragrances, but I can sell it now. And it's taken me years to learn what actions I need to do for me and my customers to turn them on to what they like, okay? I may like different things. It doesn't mean that I can't be a good Avon representative. I sell between Honor Society and Rose Circle, but just because I don't use all their fragrances, it's like saying that somebody can't be successful at Avon if they don't wear makeup. That's bunk, complete bunk. Sure, it might help you make some more sales, but it doesn't make or break you. You've just got to know what's going to work for you. So I picked this because this was a struggle for me, perfumes. Not this one, because I guarantee you, I will sell the stuff out of this, okay? I will, because I have found what works for me. One of the reasons that I chose to talk about consistency and talk about this is because I had a conversation with a young lady named Sharon who is in my second generation this week, and we were talking about business. She's only been with the business a few campaigns, And she's, hopped right into leadership. She's already made star promoter. She earned the $10 share the love incentive, getting the premier kit. I mean, she has really, she is hitting it out of the park, and she really wants to be successful with things. And she was talking about the perfume and the new velvet coming out and trying to move that perfume, and she says, people, and I said, people are not cool with spraying perfume on them. Don't you love the people who go into these stores and they're smelling 8 different perfumes on them? I'm like, what the heck? Like, do you even know what you're wearing, what it smells like? And then they do this, they do the whole, let's spray the piece of paper. They do, hold on, I let you smell it in a minute. I'm not saying this don't work for some people, okay? But this is what I figured out. Do you know how many perfumes that I smelled in my lifetime that I smelled on that little piece of paper at Macy's or someplace else, or even at an Avon event, and on the piece of paper, I thought it was the best ever, okay? I did. I thought it was the best ever. And yet when I bought it and I wore it, that stuff gave me a headache, because on me, mixed with my body chemistry, not only did it give me a headache, not only did I pay too much money for it, not only did I return it, okay, but it did not the same as it did on that piece of paper, right? It did not. And do you know why that is? Because everybody's body chemistry is different. Now, I'm telling you things that you probably already know, but you got to understand, I didn't know that. And a lot of people could be watching this who didn't know that. So what happened? So I'm like, I'm really, really tired. I'm really, really tired of it not smelling. So what happens is you have to have it on them. And then, a lot of people do it and they want to do, hold on, let's see how they smell. And then they're like, don't do that. Oh, eternity. Oh yeah. Eternity is not one. I don't like that, do I? No, I don't like, do I like it on you? Well, I like it on you, Lee, but Lee's right. Like eternity, out of the bottle, I can't stand it. I can't stand it. But when Lee wears it, I like it. Okay, let's just say I like it. It smells good on him. With his chemistry, it smells completely different than in the bottle. So I was talking to Sharon, and I said, Sharon, you know what I've gotten to what I do now? I said, we have something coming out, and look, the 3-piece set, we have the shower gel, and we have the body lotion. I said, now when I go to deliver my customer orders or out and about, I said, the first thing I do when a perfume has got a body lotion with it is take the body lotion with me. Now, I need you to know something. How I found this out, what I'm going to share with you, is about 4 years into this business or more, and I could not sell perfume. Nobody wanted me to spray anything on them. Nobody wanted to test it. They already had something on. It did not matter. And I just thought, it is not meant for me to sell anything. And then we started thinking about, the whole layering where you use the shower gel and then you have the body lotion and then you can finish off with the spray. Well, this is what I found out. People did not want me to spray anything on them. They did not want to smell anything off a cardboard. But I shared to her that when I took a container of the body lotion, right? When I took a container of this and I said, hey, would you like to try the new scent that we have? I've got some of the lotion here with me. And I took that and I put just a little dab on their hand. And they did this and, they put it on their hand and they sat and they're like, oh, wow, that's nice. And what's so weird to me is how it smells on my hand right now is not how it smells in this bottle. I can wear this, but if I smelled it out of this, I wouldn't wear it. It's so weird. I swear it's weird. So I will do this, right? People will be like, wow. Now, some people are like, give or take like that. It doesn't matter. But most people, but this is what happens. Some people will put in an order with me right then for it. And I will say, well, hey, do you want the whole set? We talked about the layering. There's a shower gel, there's a body lotion, and you can get all 3 of these for $30. But here's the kicker. I'm going to give you, if you get the set, you pre-order it, I'm going to give you $5 off the set. So you can get the whole set. for $25 from me. And they're like, really? And they're like, and then I will say, oh, you didn't really care for that too much? Well, look, if somebody else smells that and they like it, let them know that anybody you turn on to this, they can have the same deal. I have people who go home an hour later, 3 hours later, 4 hours later, and they'll be sitting there watching TV, eating dinner in there, and they'll, wow, this really, I don't know, the longer it's on, I kind of like this. This is nice. I like this. And they'll call me the next day and they'll say, Molly, is that deal still good? I know I didn't take you up on it, but I got to tell you, the longer I have that lotion on, I love it. So I make sure that with anybody I do that with, they got the brochure of our company. And I do say, hey, I'm not taking orders from this book yet, okay? But I'm taking pre-orders. I'm taking pre-orders for the Velvet Man. I am. So if you or anybody you know wants this, or if you think that anybody would love this and you want this for a gift, you want to get this. Now, I do this because, hey, hi, Daniel, how are you? I do this because, number one, this is all I carry, this, in my purse with me, right there beside my car. I'm like, hey, when they meet me at the door for the order, they're testing it out. When I give somebody a new Avon book, saw somebody today, matter of fact, and I said to them, yeah, I said, here's a sample set and everything. I said, but there's something that's not in it. I said, you see this new perfume? Would you like to smell a little bit of the lotion? I'll put a little bit on your hand. Ask the person, yes. Open that bad boy up. Put that on her hand. Just the thing. Don't let them take a bit at it. The head of a pin. That's all they need, okay? Stop trying to douse them in it so that you kill their sensory of smell, okay? Don't do that. That's why you're not selling it. And they'll take it. Lady was like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Yeah. Now, you say, but Molly, what about the people who you don't see? Because I do have a lot of people that I drop orders off for. Well, made up a little note for them. Hey, this isn't even out yet. We have a new fragrance that's out, but I thought I'd introduce you to the lotion to see if you like it. Try a little bit of this. Let me tell you what I put in there. You know the little containers that you can get, probably dollar store, that have the little cap on them, whatever, little plastic like condiment things, okay? I take, and don't fill it up. Stop giving them enough to bathe in for the next year, okay? This is supposed to be a sample, okay? A sample. And I will take that and I will put just not even a half a teaspoon, okay? Not even. Y'all know I can measure. I'm a cooker. Quarter of a teaspoon maybe. Try this out. If you like it, let me know, because I'm going to give you something off. Now, this is the key. For a lot of people, they'll buy the lotion and they'll buy the shower gel from me. They don't want the perfume. You know why? Do you know how many customers I have who don't wear perfume? They don't wear cologne. They don't wear any of that. What they do is they layer. So now I've turned them on to something that's affordable. I can probably sell them both at this point. And I have made a sale. I have broadened my horizons. But let me be clear. Do you know why I'm telling you this? Not only to help you with your sales, and I hope if you use this, it does. But I have to tell you, hi, Melanie, how are you? I have to tell you that I tell you this because it took me years to go through this process to figure out, how can I sell things of fragrance besides the person who already has known what they love and they're reordering for me because I became their representative? That happened for me, and it worked for me and still works for me because I consistently was looking for this, wanting a result, but trying different things to get the result I wanted. You know, I tell people all the time, they'll come into this business and they'll say, you know, I'm trying to find 4 hours to work in my business. I'm trying to find 6 hours a campaign. I'm trying to find 3 days to work my business. And I say, stop it. You're going to fail if you do that. You are now trying to work your life into something that is so new and you don't even know what you want to do with this yet. I say, take baby steps. Your first step is to make sure that you always have brochures ready, that you always have them on your person, that just like brushing your teeth in the morning, and I hope you do that, because if not, we're in trouble, more trouble than we recognize. But I say, check your purse in the morning. In case you forget them in your purse, put 5 extra in your vehicle so you can look in the back and you can grab those brochures and put a couple in your purse. And no matter where you go, make sure that you have them available to share to people one-on-one. And when I'm sharing one-on-one and not just leaving them places, they always get a sample pack when they've said these magic words. Oh my gosh, I love Avon. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen an Avon book in so long. Oh my gosh, I didn't even know Avon was still around. Oh my gosh, look at that. Yeah. When I hear that, I got something for them. I want them to stick with me. I know they're familiar. They sound like they like it. They are smiling. I know I need a little something for them. And then also, and I'm like, oh, you love Avon? This is where cool. By the way, I got this lotion with me, brand new scent we have out. Could I pop just a dot on your hand? See if you like it? I'm looking for some feedback. Brand new. It's not even out yet. People can pre-order it, but they can't get it right now. So just wondering, what do you think? And you know what? I get on the spot. What do they like about it? What don't they like it? That's nice. But when they have the book in their hand and they walk away, guess what? Some of them are going to like it and they're going to call me and say, Molly, I want that deal. I want that deal. Anthony says, what if you're a male and you don't carry a purse? You don't carry any type of anything. You don't carry a something for lunch. You don't carry a book bag. You don't carry something. I know very few guys who don't carry something with them. And by the way, Anthony, here's the deal. If you don't, why don't you start? That would be my answer to you, Anthony. My Anthony would be, my Anthony. See, Anthony, I'm going to call you my Anthony too, like my JP. Anthony, what I would say is, what are you going to do to change the strategy that you do now to make sure that you can do this? Why don't you have some sort of a backpack or something that they have out now? And by the way, they got everything for men now, no matter where they're at, that they can do it. And why don't you have one of these so that it's available so that you can do that? Tim Brown, think about Tim Brown. He got everything, including products, in his vehicle. He is not only ready to let people smell it, he's ready to sell it. Smell it and sell it. Tim, you need to use that one, baby. Smell it and sell it. Make sure you put my tag on that, okay? Onward with Molly. Tim says, smell it and sell it. You see? It can work. It can work. So the point is, it's how do you want to work it, Anthony? Anthony, the biggest struggle with anybody who starts business is the fact that they're always trying to overthink things, how they can do things, how is that going to work for me? I need you to quit thinking that this is a woman's world, and I need you to think that this is a world for everybody. Avon is, yes, I know our quote thing is, well, it's not my quote thing, because ever since I've been in this business, it hasn't been the company for women. It's been the company for women and a few good men. And that's on my business cards. That's on my vehicle. That's exactly how I feel. Anybody who wants a side hustle, especially, it doesn't matter. Sell to women. I'm sorry. Every store I know of sells to men and women. Okay. So I'm going to tell you, it's out there for you. You just got to do it. Andrew, I know, baby. I already know you overthink. That's why you and me think through it together. That's what we do. So you can do the same things. But by the way, you are different. You are different, that you're okay as a man to say, hey, would you like to try this? Don't think that women are going to go, oh my God, I didn't want anything to do with it. I'm going to tell you, when I see a man who is so confident in what he's doing, that he is more than willing to do something that somebody may think, oh, that's a little bit feminine. Oh, that's real good. Kind of like how people used to give my husband a hard time because he helps me out and he does the wash, or he will put dishes in the dishwasher or whatever it may be, or help me cook. That's the sexiest thing alive, okay? So when you are out there in a woman's world and you are not trying to profess that you're some manly man, not wanting to get it done, that is how men are successful in this business. And I can tell you, the manliest men who are out there, I'm sorry, have you seen Tim Brown on our pages? Wilbur calls him Chocolate Thunder. Just saying. I'm not saying I agree or don't agree. Okay, Tim? I'm not saying it because Sharita, my friend, I'm not saying it. She know I love you. You like my brother, okay? But I got to be careful what I say because I know she'll beat my ass, okay? And we don't want none of that, okay? We ain't doing that. So anyways, yes. So I bring that up because, okay, somebody says, okay, tossing doesn't work. I'm in an area where I can't toss. So instead of trying to figure out what you can do, how you can go around that learning curve, how you can do it, you just are like, it just doesn't work for me, so nobody should do it. Look, I don't toss all my brochures. I toss my expired brochures. The brochures where maybe the sale prices aren't any good in there anymore. I do it to retrieve new customers, new attraction. I don't throw a brochure away. Ever, okay? We don't do that. That is a Avon sin to throw a brochure away for a representative. Anybody else can throw it away. Customer can throw it away. Representative should never throw a book. You should always be using that book to move forward in your business, no matter what. Okay, I know, it is what it is. Andrew's like, that darn squirrel. Andrew, I hear you. So consistency in what you do. Consistency, when you do something all the time, it will lead you to fail until you don't. But when you try something and you try it enough times under the right circumstances and you know that it has not worked for you, it's time to change the circumstance. It's time to keep up. You know, when I decided in December that I was going to have new rep training Zooms for my team, and I was going to do it for all 5 generations. I was going to take that from my team members. Most of them had other jobs, busy schedules. I said, I'm going to start doing this, and I'm going to do it every single Monday, no matter what. And then for those who can't be on it, I'm going to turn it into a YouTube video, and I'm going to share it to everybody. And as many of you are following me, many of you are subscribed to my YouTube videos. And if you're not, why not? Let's just squirrel for a moment. Why aren't you following me on Instagram? Why haven't you gone and liked my page, Ollie? Because it is not all about Avon. It's about life and funny crap and cooking and free Blue Apron meals and everything else, okay? And why aren't you subscribed to my YouTube, Molly7720? Why aren't you picking up on all the knowledge, okay? If nothing else, it'll make you laugh every now and then. So why aren't you if you're not? If you say it's because you didn't know, that's your only excuse that counts, okay? I'm just scrolling for a moment, okay? But when I said I was going to do that, you don't know how many times through February, and by the way, even the summer months when we didn't have that many people show up for the Zoom, and I would tell Lee would say, how many people were on the Zoom? And I would say, you know, I know we had this campaign, we had 33 new ones come on board, but we only had 7 on the live Zoom. And he would say that's 7 people that you just helped. And when you put it into a YouTube video, you're sending it to our team. You're not only helping those people, but the people who could not be there because of time, because they're taking care of their family. Because Molly, you've told them that this is boss life, and you've told them that they can do this any way that they want to do this, Molly. You've told them, do this on your time, your way. And he said, so you're putting the message out there. You do it, rather nobody shows up. Then you talk to yourself, just like you do in your YouTube videos. But you made a commitment to be consistent, to find out how this could help your team. You said that you were going to have sales Zooms once a month. You said you were going to have leader calls once a month. And I need to tell you, there are times that I wanted to quit to tears, because leaders that I wanted on there, I didn't know what they were going through that night. And you know what? I didn't care. I was just disappointed they weren't on there, because I was given my time and I felt like they should be there. I don't know why I'm getting emotional about this. I just am. So just bear with me. But I kept doing it. I just kept doing it. Now I need you to know that was December when I started that. Now my team is on a surge, and many who were not engaged, many who weren't even on our team then, many newbies are now doing things that they never did. There's still some who do nothing, okay? There's still some who do nothing. You're always going to have some who do nothing. But you know what I learned? That for me doing what I said I would do every single campaign, every single Monday, it didn't matter how tired I was. I'm going to do recognition. I'm going to celebrate my team. I'm going to contact my customers. I'm going to use my Shuffle app and text everybody that I need to about the orders. I am going to follow up whether I hear from them or not. I am going to do this. Well, let me tell you what's happened, and I'm only at the end of September. My team is over 800 representatives, and we had taken such a loss and such a slide that I can't remember the number that we were at, but it was not good. I think we had slid back. Lee could tell me, I don't know, maybe 620, something like that. Yeah, I mean, we were sliding, and this is before I made the commitment. And our average order was sliding, and my customers weren't ordering. And you know what I had to say? I had to say, but what are you not doing, Molly? And this goes for personal stuff too. If there's something you really want, what are you willing to do to get it, even personally? Me, I want to move in a year to the Carolinas. I want to move with my husband, and I want to get out of Maryland. I do. It's something I want, but I had to decide how badly did I want it, and how badly did I want to change my situation in my life, and how badly did I want to find the right people on my team who want to change their lives. There was no way for me to do it if I didn't stay consistent. It's not just about finding the perfume customers, although that was a goal. I wanted to do better, and I am now. It's about more customers. It's about building the team that you want to show up. You don't want to drag them. You don't want people going after your goals. You want people going after their goals. And sometimes they don't even know what their goals are when they come. We have got coaches who do not know how to coach. We got coaches who do know how to coach. I have watched people who I'm looking to coach me, and all they want to tell me is about what they think I should do. And they never once asked me what I wanted. They never once asked me, what were my goals? What are the things that I want in my life or in my business? Because I may not need to strive for the same thing somebody else wants me to strive for. I'm reaching for my happiness, my journey, where I want to go. And guess what? When I find people who want something else too, we partner as a tribe, and we do, and we share together. Let me take it bigger. Onward, no matter what. That group has never been about how many representatives can we get in that group. I don't give a crap if there are 1,000 reps in that group or there are 100,000 in that group. That group is about who wants to be better today than they were yesterday. I don't care if it's personally, I don't care if it's professionally, I don't care what it is. If they want to be a better husband, a better sister, a better brother, that group is about me giving back to give you a place where instead of hanging out in a group where you want to get whiners or people who want to sabotage you or tell you what you're doing wrong. It is about people who are offering positive solutions. It is about people who want to be better people. It is about, girl, wash your face because you need to stop believing the lies that you've been told about you, and you need to become the better person. That is what consistency gets you, and that is what my Onward group is about. It's not, and by the way, everybody's best is different. Your best may not be being a bronze executive. You may not want that struggle in your life. It's not easy to keep up with 800 and something representatives. I can't imagine being my formidable 4 buddies and having thousands upon thousands. But you know why this is a journey? Because by the time I have thousands and I'm where they're at and they're even further up from where they're at, I'm going to have learned how to handle that because it is part of the experience, and I am going to fail forward until I get it. There's a reason that we just don't jump to the top, because you have what you need to do in order to get there. That's the journey. That's what you need. Some of you are on here and you're only on here because you want to hear what I have to say that could possibly give you some sort of gossip to go talk about in another group. And I got news for you. Go make your own gossip, because there isn't anything. Look, I'm sitting here saying it on live stream. Are you kidding me? If all you have to do is to go sit in a group and say, poor, pitiful me, I'm being picked on, people don't like me, and you are that person, you're that person, you be happy with where you're at right now, because that's where you're going to stay. That's where you're going to stay. Some of you are in this just for the fame, just for the snapshot. This is so much bigger than that. This is so much better and bigger than the almighty dollar. We are Avon. I want to say, oh, Avon is this, but you don't understand. Do you not get this? We are men and women who are part of a company, and we decide what people see our company as. We decide the message that gets sent about us. No offense. I'm sitting here and, my t-shirt and hardly any makeup on, and my hair is normal because it's been windblown. And you know what? And it is what it is. And you're not ever going to see me always to the T. And I'm not your high heel girl, okay? And I'm not this person. And anybody who wants to be that, I'm not putting, if that's your deal, you do it. But I hope that in the end, that what you're doing is about raising somebody up and not about somebody trying to convince you how gorgeous you are, how wonderful you are. Because you know what? That doesn't matter what people say. It matters what you know about you. It matters about your heart. It matters about what you're sharing and trying to bring people into this business. Let me tell you something. I believe God is going to use me on stages. I'm claiming it right now. I'm claiming it. I believe that God is going to use me on stages all over this country one day. I don't know when it's coming, but I'm working towards it. And when I do, I'm not going to be the chick who gets up there dressed to the nines. I'm going to be me. I'm going to be the chick who comes up there in a pair of jeans and probably a jacket and a t-shirt, because you know what? That's who I am to you. This is Molly. I am Avon. This is me. It took me years to figure out who I am and who I wanted to be. And I have to be consistent with where I want to go and who I want to be, because when I'm not, it's not honest. It won't stick. It's too exhausting. It'll fade away. So figure out who you want to be. Figure out what you want your goals to be. And when you know that, whether it's to figure out how to sell some perfume better, whether it's about getting more customers, whether it's about leading a team to their own victory, be consistent in whatever you do and be willing to fine-tune it along the way. You're not going to get it right the first, not going to get it all right the 10th time. And you may not get it all right the 100th time, but you know what? You can grow towards your success, and you can fail until you succeed, and you can embrace the failures and think, you know what I know? I know that anybody, they can laugh at me and say, yeah, look at her now. Yeah, look what she's doing. But you know what? I'm not the person who gave up. I'm the person who kept looking for a way. I'm the person who kept saying, I know this can work. I'm the person who says, I might need a little bit of help with this. I'm the person who said, I just got myself in a bad situation, but you know what? I'm going to get out. I'm going to get out of it. So if you're in that bad marriage, if you're in that bad relationship, if you don't have a great relationship with your kids, if you are treating people on your team like your butt hurt because they're not doing something you want them to do, you need to change that. You are the only one. Be the leader, be the person, be the representative, be the mom, be the father, be the boyfriend, be the girlfriend, be the friend, be who you are. And if you're around people who just do not get it, and it is exhausting to be in their presence because they don't even choose to want you, get away from that. It's not doing you any good. They will gnaw at your consistency until you doubt yourself. So watch the company you are keeping. That would be my final thing to you. Watch your company that you're keeping. Make sure those people are raising you up in the right places, in the right areas. And that even if they don't get your success, they want to see you be successful at anything you want to be successful of, because it's you and they care about you. And if they don't understand where your happiness is going or what you want to be happy, they need to truly love you enough to say, I'm here. I'm clapping for you the whole way. Go after it, brother. Go after it, sister. I believe if anybody can, you can. That's what I say to you. I believe in you, and if you want it, be consistent, keep at it, keep failing till you get it right, because I'm clapping for you, and I believe in you. I do. So, that's what I have for you. You need to get these books. I'm not playing. You wonder where I get some of my stuff from. Right now, these are my people right here. That and the fact that I have a few friends who keep me very grounded when I need them, and they seem to always know before I know it. That and a husband who, Jesus, take the wheel. I don't know how he deals with me most days, but he always has my back. He is always in my corner. And if you have that, you better go give that man, woman a kiss, and you better thank them every day that they are there saying, baby, I'm right with you. I'm right with you. You keep me inconsistent because I know you're going to get where you want to get. That's what you need. So you keep at it, okay? For those of you who are on the phone, I wasn't here with my husband today, so I don't know what he has for us to go out. But if you want to jump on the call and hear it, that's fine. I will have this up in the next few days, hopefully on YouTube, everybody. Until then, share it. If you can't share it from the Onward group, go to my Onward with Molly page. You can share it from there, or my personal page, which is public, and you can share it from there. Somebody you may not think may have needed this, they may need this now. And no, I'm sorry guys, I'm a broke biddy. I'm not giving you anything to share it. My friends can do that. They're a bit richer than I am. Okay, right now I want you to share because you think that you're paying it forward. So if you think this can help somebody, you keep at it. I love you guys. I'll see you on the Friday night call in 2 weeks, and I'll see you on Facebook, Instagram, or something like that. Mwah. Love you guys. Lee, take it away on the call side.
Thank you, God.